In ancient China, a wise and just king began to doubt how his people perceived his rule. To discover the truth, he disguised himself as a poor merchant and traveled throughout his kingdom. Shadows of the Crimson Throne. A Chinese merchant rides his modest horse through a serene countryside. The morning sun filters through trees, casting golden streaks over his plain yet neat traveler's attire. His black hair catches the light as he hums an old tune, the gentle rhythm of the horse's gait setting the tempo. As the merchant reaches a lively town, the chatter of vendors and customers blends with the clinking of coins and the rustle of silk. He dismounts gracefully, tying his horse to a sturdy wooden post near a bustling market square. The merchant strolls through the market, his keen eyes scanning vibrant displays of spices, porcelain, and textiles. A vendor's loud bargaining makes him pause, a faint smile playing on his lips as he absorbs the town's vibrant life. A gasp ripples through the crowd as a man swiftly mounts the merchant's horse and tries to flee. The merchant lunges, grabbing the thief's arm in a swift, decisive movement. The air is thick with tension as onlookers stop to watch. By the town's rustic inn, the merchant and the thief exchange heated words, their voices rising above the murmurs of a growing crowd. The merchant's calm demeanor contrasts sharply with the thief's defensiveness. The two walk side by side, the thief sullen and the merchant resolute. Townsfolk trail behind them, whispering and speculating as they approach the magistrate's court, a modest but imposing building at the town's edge. Inside the court, the crowd falls silent as the magistrate enters. His silver-streaked hair and wise, steady gaze command immediate respect. He moves with an unhurried grace, embodying authority and fairness. Two men stand before the magistrate, fiercely gesturing over a bag of coins. The magistrate listens, his face thoughtful yet inscrutable as he weighs their arguments. A nervous young woman steps forward, flanked by a poor scholar and a wealthy merchant. The tension is palpable as the men argue over her, their voices growing louder under the magistrate's calm scrutiny. The merchant steps forward, presenting his story with measured precision. The thief follows, his tone defensive and riddled with contradictions. The magistrate's keen eyes shift between them, absorbing every detail. In the courtyard, the magistrate watches the horse's reaction to both the merchant and the thief. The animal's instinctive response draws murmurs from the gathered townsfolk, adding weight to the unfolding drama. The thief, reluctant but resigned, hands the reins back to the merchant. A subtle smile of relief crosses the merchant's face as he pats his horse's neck, a quiet triumph in the midst of the crowd. The magistrate stands, his verdict clear and unassailable. His voice rings with authority as the crowd murmurs in agreement, their faith in justice reaffirmed. The young woman and the poor scholar leave the court side by side, their faces aglow with gratitude and hope. The magistrate's wisdom has united them in a just outcome. The rightful owner of the coins beams as the magistrate's guards return them. The culprit is led away, the crowd's whispers fading into applause for justice served. In a quiet chamber, the merchant bows deeply to the magistrate, expressing heartfelt thanks. Their conversation is one of mutual respect, the merchant admiring the magistrate's discerning mind. In the quiet hall, the king reveals his true identity to the magistrate, who listens in stunned silence. After a moment, the king extends the imperial seal, offering him the role of prime minister. The magistrate, calm and humble, bows his head, respectfully refusing the honor. The two men share a moment of deep respect, bound by their shared devotion to justice. Riding out of town as the sun sets, the king reflects on the events. His gaze lingers on the horizon, his heart filled with renewed purpose and respect for the strength of the law. A royal procession moves under a canopy of stars. The king's face is thoughtful as he considers tales of the magistrate's wisdom, his expression hinting at decisions yet to come. By candlelight, the king pens a decree, appointing the magistrate as a provincial inspector. His resolute hand signs the document, the seal pressed firmly into wax. On the courthouse steps, the magistrate bids farewell to the townsfolk. Emotions run high as he prepares to serve a larger region, his heart heavy with pride and gratitude. Lanterns illuminate the town square as music fills the air. The people celebrate the magistrate's promotion, their cheers a testament to their admiration and love. The king stands on the palace balcony, gazing over the vast expanse of his kingdom. Inspired by the magistrate's dedication, he resolves to rule with wisdom and fairness, the magistrate's example lighting his path forward.